Hey gang, today we are here in Eastbourne at Metamorphic Gym for the IAWA Gold Cup. IAWA is the organisation that got me into weightlifting way back in the day, so it's really cool to be back. The IAWA Gold Cup is an event where everyone tries to beat records. IAWA has the most crazy lifts. You will see it all throughout the day through the video, so I hope you enjoy it. But as well as today being about getting records and IAWA, when me and Matt started, we were introduced to weightlifting by Steve Gardner and Karen Gardner. Very, very lovely couple who have been in IAWA since the very, very start. Recently, Karen has passed away, so today everyone is doing a lift in memory of her as well. So it's a really special day, like sentimentally, as well as just a cool day to catch up with people and come back to where it all started. So stay tuned. Look out for some real funny lifts. I'm just doing a reflex clean and jerk and a two-man deadlift with Mark, but there's some real unique lifts going on, so I hope you enjoy the video and maybe check out IAWA after this if you are intrigued. So IAWA stands for International All-Round Weightlifting Association and was formed in 1987, and this was to continue the long-standing tradition of old-time all-round weightlifters like Louis Cyr, Eugene Sandow, Arthur Saxon and many, many other strong men and women. The organisation was also formed to keep alive our weightlifting heritage and to continue to maintain records on the lifts in a totally drug-free environment, which is really important to IAWA, and regular drugs testing does take place with records coming back. All-round weightlifting today brings together lifters from every type of lifting, including powerlifting, Olympic lifting and all-round weightlifting, with a common bond: the joy of lifting iron in its purest form. And the lifts officially recognised must now number over 150 and include every type of lift, from overhead lifting to harness lifting and chain lifting. And as you can see there, Steve's wonderful shoulder drop, which is just a crazy lift. One of the best parts about IAWA is its inclusivity. So at every competition you will see all kinds of people competing, including people of all genders, juniors, open lifters and senior lifters, as well as adaptive athletes now too. The Gold Cup is IAWA's annual international record breakers event, and to take part, lifters must already be the holder of an IAWA world record. Each lifter has the opportunity to choose a lift and attempt to break or set a world record in their age and weight class on that lift. But the first attempt has to be for a record, and 3 further attempts can then be taken. This is one of the really fun things about the Gold Cup, that because the lifter gets to choose the lift they're doing, you see such a huge variety of lifts. So if you want to see what IAWA is all about, then I would say the Gold Cup each year is the competition to look out for. But lifters also have the opportunity to compete against each other using the glint score, which combines basically the difficulty of the lift and then the lifter's age and body weight, so that gives an overall winner. This lift here was really cool. It was John and Diane with the 200 kilo straddle, and it was Diane's first time ever lifting on the platform, so that was awesome to see. So now we move on to the reflex clean and jerk, which is me warming up. So the rules stipulate that it has to be one continuous motion, so you can't pause in the bottom of the clean before you come up. It has to be like very reactive. So I was just warming up here. I think I warmed up to like 70 kilos maybe, and then opened on 75, and things were feeling good. I chose to do this lift because I was already doing reflex clean and jerk in preparation for OSG. That's how I planned to do the first bar. So this is my opener. This is the 75 kilo. Also check out my melon socks, don't they look cool? My belt also says Big Bren, which is awesome, and more interesting than the lift probably, but there we go. It was a good lift, got the down signal, and I was a happy bunny. So what I'm trying to show you here is the lovely graze that I got from the centre knurled bar. So definitely would not recommend doing reflex clean and jerk with a bar with centre knurling. Noted for next time. They did offer to swap the bar out after I'd started, but I'd already warmed up, so I was like, you know what, let's just roll with it, let's just go. So this lift was 80 kilos. The previous world record for this as well was like 55 kilos, so I broke the world record on my first attempt. And then this was just to keep going and have some fun, see what I could do. So although I did get a good lift for this lift, they did say that I was cutting it fine with the reflex and that was close to pausing too long in the clean, but I did get away with it. So that was fun. It felt pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. And this is Steve bigging me up about winning Worlds, Natural Worlds, which was really kind.
Just did a cheeky little reflex clean and jerk. 75 went well. 80, I thought they were going to have me on the lockout, but it was actually, I was spent too long in the dip between the clean and the press, so they were like, it was close. The heaviest ever before that was 55, and we just upped it to 80, so that's cool. The centre knurling got me real good on the neck, but it was fun. It's really nice to be lifting back in Iowa in memory of Karen, and now I just get to chill out before me and Mark Haydock attempt a big deadlift together. It's going to be wild.
So Matt and Josh, who you can see here, were going for a record in what is called the Dommel squat, which is basically a one-handed overhead squat. So they are warming up for that. Upstairs, I have no clue what this weighs, but they've both got some pretty impressive lifts in training, to be fair. Like, I tried to do this and I failed even with a kettlebell, so it was really impressive. So Josh here is opening up on 60 kilos, so you can get the bar up to overhead however you like with two hands, but once you've got the squat command, then you must go down. They're pretty strict on depth, so they had to start conservatively to make sure they hit depth. He got a good lift there, and then Matt is now going for a 70 kilo opener, which was pretty damn impressive, to be fair. Matt's freakishly good at these old time lifts, but it's awesome to see him train it, and then even more cool to see him compete it and get another good lift. So right here you can see the amazing duo that is Hannah and Phoebe Ames. So Phoebe is an adaptive athlete who has Friedreich's ataxia, but this record wasn't an adaptive record, it was actually an open world record, and they got 145 kilos in the end, which was just absolutely fantastic, and you can see them getting heavier and heavier here, and Phoebe was just awesome to watch. She was like, let's go heavier, let's go heavier, let's go heavier. So it was really cool to get to see this, and I can't wait to see what lies ahead for Phoebe. She is one very determined athlete and also wants to see the adaptive side of the sport grow, so watch this space. I think Phoebe is going to be quite an advocate for adaptive sports and an amazing athlete in her own right as well. And here we have Mr. BTB Jamie Oates himself getting a awesome world record on the 2-inch vertical bar. This guy has a really good grip. So this is Mr. Mark Haydock. If you know anything about the Dinnie Stones, I'm sure you have heard of this guy. He holds a world record for the longest time held, and he has actually lifted them up with me and one other person standing on top of them. He's wild, but he finished up on a 320 kilo double deadlift that you just saw there. And now we've got Gary, and he got up to 100 kilo push press as well, so some really awesome records.
Down. One slip, go! Go! Two, one slip! Go! Let's go! Come on! Oh, nice. Hold it properly, there we go. That's better. There it is. 3, 2, 1, flip! Yeah, buddy! Go! Come on, Josh! Ready? 3, 2, 1, flip!
So you can see Matt and Josh here on the 2-man straddle deadlift. They worked up to 450 kilograms. Went for the 500, but didn't quite make it. And this was the big one for us. Mark and I had a chat a while back about a mixed two-person deadlift, as we're both pretty strong deadlifters within the IAWA, so we thought it'd be fun to go for a record together. We opened up on 420 kilos, which was quite a way above the current world record, which went up pretty smoothly, so it was exciting to see what we were going to get.
That's quite heavy after sitting down all day, that.
What do you reckon? That's the first heavy one we've done, really. 370 wasn't it? That's 455's 1,000. Go straight for that. We'll go 440, 460.
Do the 455. If you don't get it, don't get it.
We will get it. And then,
Go hard or go.
and then after that,
455, £1,000. That felt really heavy.
yeah.
Come on, let's get it now.
Oh, come on!
Move over a little bit more. Yeah, I'll shuffle up a touch. So it's just slow down a little bit, but you're still looking good. If you just move down a touch more, you'll be good. See, I tried to not pull it too fast. If I get above you, the weight, yours will feel heavier.
I'm getting very slow at that.
Go 470. I think 470.
Thank you. It's heavy, that. Should have asked us at the deadlift champs.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, lift! Oh, God!
Let's go. Come on, you've got this all day.
Go on. Come on. Come on, guys.
1, 2, 3.
Come on.
So that is the 2023 IAWA Gold Cup wrapped up. Me and Mark finished on a 470 kilo two-man deadlift, which was pretty cool, but there's been some awesome lifts all day. It was really important for me to bring you guys along to this competition. Like I said, this is where I started my weightlifting journey, and without IAWA and half of the people here, I wouldn't be doing strongman now. So it's a drug-free organisation. It's got so many different lifts in it. If you want to check it out, head to the IAWA website. I'll link it down below. But hopefully it's given you an insight into kind of what IAWA is about, if any of you want to have a go at it. But yeah, it was a really fun day. Gonna go chill now. Got some heavy lifts done, back to training Monday. But make sure before you leave, you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and give us a share if you would like. Catch you at the next one. So I just wanted to grab a quick word with Steve Gardner, who is the very man who introduced me to any kind of weightlifting at all. I can't even remember when, it was quite a while ago.
Quite a few years ago, and I'm very proud to have said that it would form the start of a great relationship and a wonderful career for Chloe.
Oh, but I just wanted to grab a word just for you to kind of give a little bit of an overview of what IAWA means to you and what today has meant to you.
Well, let's do that one last.
Yeah.
That's going to be difficult. What IAWA is all about, I was involved in strongman, I was involved in powerlifting, very much so, for quite a few years. Discovered all-round lifting and found a unique organisation, which is a smaller organisation than powerlifting and weightlifting. But, boy oh boy, is it a great organisation. It's unique. It is the only organisation I know of where men and women, seniors and juniors, all compete against each other on a level playing field because of the coefficients that we use for body weight coefficients, age allowance, and what have you. I don't honestly know, in all the sports I've competed in over all the years, I don't know of anything else that can equal that. And you also get first-time lifters lifting on a platform with seasoned world champions, and they all are so gracious to each other, look after and support each other wonderfully. It really is a fantastic, a friendly organisation. But boy, you know, if anybody thinks we're a soft touch, have a look through the record books, and especially if you look through the senior records that have taken place over the last 30-something years now. They're tremendous. They're tremendous because there's been such a lot of really, really good, talented athletes who have come to the fore, natural and strong, and out for a great time. That's what this organisation means to me. If that makes sense.
It does, absolutely.
Difficult for me to say what today means to me, because
You don't need to.
difficult not to get emotional. Yeah, because we did it as a memorial for my recently departed wife. God bless her, you know, with all my heart. And she's a very popular lady. She was an ambassador for female sport.
First woman I saw lift.
A real forerunner. And she was mom to me and my boys. She was mom. We all used to lift. The boys started when they were about 11, and Karen just thought, I might as well join in. And she went on to be a great champion and a great lifter in her own right. There's going to be some very special awards presented tonight, which will be very exciting too. But what a day. You've enjoyed your day.
It's been awesome.
It's been great to have Chloe with us. You know, I love to see she comes back and lifts every now and again with us, and I hope she will be able to do so in the future. And we all remember where we started and where we came from. And for me, I ran the Powerhouse Gym for 37 years. We closed it down a few years ago when I got to 67 years ago, because I thought I'd done my time on that. And yet, the Powerhouse Gym is still in evidence all around us today. So many good lifters, so many good friends. So it's been my pleasure to be with you today.
Thanks,
all right,
Steve.
well done. Take care.
Thanks.